Hey guys, what is going on? Today I would like to teach you how to, oh crap, that's bad. Okay, don't matter, I guess it'll just be like that. Today I would like to teach you how to adjust the chain on your bike. But first, we've got a package. Okay, we got 2 seals, 2 big bearings. I thought it only came with 1, so I'm glad I got the less expensive kit. You know, when the packaging is bad, that means there's something mechanical in. Oh yeah. Oh boys, won't you look at that? Yes. Oh crap! I lost the bearing. That's bad. Wish they had put that in a accessory bag or something and not in the crankshaft, but to each their own. Threaded on that side. Oh yeah, 0 play, 0 tolerance. That is a nice shaft. Okay, so all the fluff out of the way now. Let's get to why you are actually here. So the first step to adjusting your chain, get out, is locking your dog out. The second step is you want to get your back wheel off the ground at any means. Easiest way to do this is to simply put a stand under the bike right here, but if you do not have a stand, it's totally okay to use a couple cinder blocks or something like that. And now you can see that I put the bike up on a stand and got some of the crap out of the way. So let's get to why you're here. The first thing is, well, my bike's chain isn't even on. Willie, get out of my way. It popped off actually while I was riding it. You've got to loosen up your wheel, and to do that you will need to take off the bolt holding your axle through. But I don't have bolts at the sides, and at the crescent wrench's most open point exactly fits the bolt. So the way I like to do these, put quite a bit of pressure on it. Oh, it just turned. Okay, well, we don't need the hammer then. And loosen that bolt up. You do not need to take it off for this, however. The second thing you will need, depending on your bike, but if you are doing it on an RMZ like me, you will need 2 13mm, oh crap, wrenches. So mine are a mess. Everything I own's a mess though. And that's a 12, 13. Okay. So you only need 1 for the first part, and mosquitoes everywhere. And all you want to do is, you see this bolt inside? You want to tighten that quite a bit in. Now this one is actually far enough, so I'm not going to harp on it too much because I know the chain needs to come out anyway, so that's plenty. And over here I'm going to do the same thing, but in reverse obviously because of the way the bolt is. The bolts are a little... Okay, so now that you've got this one in quite a ways too, and the very important that the main bolt through your axle is loosened also, so that the back wheel is movable. You want to get a hammer, raise the back of the bike up with something. I like this hammer more because it's heavier. Lift up on the bike and hammer the wheel forward. You can just push the wheel, but a rubber and a hammer, you are not gonna spider. You are not going to hurt a tire simply by banging on it. So once the wheel has come forward quite a bit, you should be able to, you should be able to find neutral. Let me make sure the sprocket's letting this turn easy. It is not. Down, up. That's a loose sprocket right there. There we go. And now, as I spin it, it's allowing that chain to go right on. So you spin it away and then pull on it. So here's where everybody messes up, or at least gets confused, is how much length do you want in your chain. So you measure this with these notches right here. You see all these notches? This line and that line will line up, and there's two on both sides, and you got to make sure that they're on the same notch, or your wheel will be crooked and it simply just won't run right, and it'll pop chains off. And even if it did ride, you wouldn't be able to control your rear end, which is important. So this brake caliper will move with your wheel because it's on a slider here and connects right here to your disc. So first thing I want to do is I want to pull this wheel out, and it's kind of hard. Gotta wiggle it. Best way to do it, get behind it, just wiggle it out. And I'm giving you guys the redneck way. I'm sure there's machines to do all this. Okay, now that the wheel's backed out quite a bit, you'll feel that chain's nice and tight. Here's the thing, you don't want your chain too tight. If you set down on it, because you got to think something also, when you set your length at a looser state, when you sit on the bike and you compress the suspension, the chain will get a little bit tighter also. So you don't want to over tighten that chain. So I'm going to look at what notch this is on. I count them from, hope you guys can see this good, from this notch back. So this notch for me is 1, 2, 3. So that's how you're going to hear me talk about them. And look at this stink bug getting eaten by a spider on my bike. Whoa, look at that big spider in there. There we go. Haven't rode it in so long. Things are colonizing on this thing. Okay. So at this point, the wheel is pretty far stretched back. So I want it on this notch right here. 1, 2, 3. I want it on the 3 notch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check over here just to make sure that lines up well. So 1, 2, 3. So very nice. This should give my chain ample. Let's scoot this back a little bit. Should give my chain ample room while also being tight enough. So, oh God, the spiders everywhere. They crawl all over me. I kind of gotta just kill them as I go. Watch back a little bit, bud. Bugs. Bugs, watch back. Okay. So now that you're here, it's time to push your dog away once again. Push him back. Make sure he can't really just go back a little bit and sit down, right? Alright. He's gonna try to go behind me. Yeah, hey bud. Something on your nose? You got grass on your nose. So, the reason you have 2 of these screwdrivers is now we're gonna let them out. Because these bolts determine where it's holding this plate. So I want it holding the plate right there. So I'm going to get my thing on there real good. And maybe for a little bit, if you got skinny enough ones, you can use the ratchet feature. I, however, cannot. But as you'll notice as I'm turning this, Well, it ain't really on this one actually, but sometimes when you're letting a bolt out, let me see how, I can't see how the threads are going. I'm not sure if I'm letting it in or out, but that bolt right there, I'll try to move, and this one's to go in there and hold that bolt so that it don't try to back itself out, because that's really bad for you. So I'm just gonna back it out. This is just a rough estimation of to when you think it would hold that plate at whatever notch you're going for. I'm going for notch 3, and I think right there would hold it pretty good there, but we are going to in the future get it more precise, so it don't really matter right now. And hi bud, you're a good little pup, aren't you? Yeah, it's always good to have a good shop dog. And I wouldn't say I've got a good shop dog, but I do have a shop dog. Right, Willie? Alright. So you're gonna go over here to your secondary bolt. And I'm gonna turn this one opposite. And that bolt ain't moving on that one either today. I'm getting real lucky today. I don't even need my second wrench at the moment. Wait. Yep, see how it just went loose, started to turn? I'm gonna hold this bolt, tighten it here. They're both 13 millimeter, get real